All right, everyone, welcome back to the Real South Africa. As you guys know, we love to bring people to South Africa properly so they can actually get a great experience here, have a great impression, and then go back to the US and just think about how much of a good time they had. Go ahead and like and subscribe to this channel right now. Hello, everyone. This is Mark Blanton from the Real South Africa. How are you guys doing this evening? And of course, we have
Dr. Latasha Blanton, also with The Real South Africa.
And we haven't been live in a long time, so we just decided, you know what, let's just go live. So what we're going to try to do, we're going to do a few things today. We will get to it very soon. But the first thing I want to do is just go into one of our commercials. So check this out. Of course, we want those that are going to be watching, because it's going to be 300 people watching this broadcast. And of course, we have some special guests. They're going to be behind stage, and then we're going to bring them out at some point. But yeah, so check us out.
And now it is time for the weather. Good morning, South Africa. I hope you've managed to get a coffee in, because it's going to be another beautiful day starting here in Johannesburg.
All right, guys, you guys are with the Real South Africa. Right now, we're sitting at home, comfortable, even though it's not sunny outside. It's actually, a little dark. What time is it, Tasha?
It is a little bit after 8 p.m.
Yeah, and then I think in the U.S. on the East Coast it's 1 o'clock, and then of course on the West Coast it's noon. So those guys are still at work, but hopefully they will, join us, in their workspaces there, pull
Sneak
us
off
up
a little bit and see if they can catch a little bit of the live action that's going on.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But like I said, we did miss you guys because we haven't had a live in a while, and the biggest reason why is because we've been super busy.
We've been traveling a lot here, trying to just explore the country. We had a good holiday.
Yeah.
If you guys remember correctly, we showed a little bit of our holiday, but there was a lot of things that you guys didn't see.
Yeah, yeah. So when I say we was busy, we weren't too busy to do tourism. So people want to know, well, then, like, what did you guys do? Well, obviously, we did a video, and I'm glad you guys have been following our videos pretty closely. We read all your comments, and we can't comment on everything, but we do read all your comments, and we're really happy that you guys are engaged with the Real South Africa, because we want you guys to tell other people, your friends, your families, that hey, there's a new sheriff in town. There's a company that can get you to South Africa properly, and we're those guys. And this is our company that gets it done. So people want to know, well, what did we do for the new year? Well, we went to Free State, and there was a video on that as well. You can go check it out. It's somewhere in our video catalog, because we have a few videos now. I have a few. And then we had a great time. We went to a nice resort. I think it was Wild Horses.
We went to Wild Horses Lodge in the Free State. It was gorgeous.
Yeah.
Very beautiful.
And then we left there, and then we went to Durban, because Durban is always a nice vibe. So we really, truly enjoyed that. And we actually drove the whole time. So going through the mountains, and going through the Drakensberg, going to Pietermaritzburg, and all these cities that we do have here in South Africa. We got to Durban, had a great time. It was kind of funny because we was driving, and this guy pulls up beside us, and he's like, "Hey," he's pointing at the car, and I'm going like 120 kilometers, but about 70, 75 miles an hour, and I'm rolling. And he's pointing, and I was like, okay, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, and everything seemed fine. I didn't have any lights on or anything. And so at the next gas station, or petrol station, as we call it here in South Africa, I said, let me pull over, grab us something real quick. And I looked at my tire, and it was flat. It was flat.
Completely flat.
Yeah, but the attendant took care of it. He aired it up. So we were thinking that it was going to be flat the whole time, but it actually wasn't.
No.
And it worked out. It worked out pretty well. And we drove it in to Durban, and it wasn't flat. The next morning we came down, it was flat again. But
Yeah.
of course, we took it to somewhere and they took care of it for us. So it worked out. First of all, I want to I see Angie Silvers. She's here. She's on her lunch break.
She must be on the East Coast.
Oh yeah, she's on her lunch break, so she's checking us out. So we really appreciate her. And then somebody's asking us a question: are you in South Africa now? Of course we are. We live here in the Republic of South Africa, so we're here all the time here, and that's how we're able to run a proper tourism company, because we're here and we have access to everything, which is pretty good. And then of course we got this individual here, Emmanuel. Good evening, real South
down
Africa.
The street.
Yeah, watching
What's
you
up,
guys.
neighbor?
Yeah, so it's working out. And then this young man right here, Craig Doucette, me and him used to actually be co-workers some time ago. Yeah, I see you, Craig. I see you. I appreciate you coming on.
And yes, he is a crazy kid.
Okay, so I see everybody's starting to come on. We're already in the first 5 minutes are up to 78 viewers. So now, what are we doing in tourism? Because we always talking about we're in tourism and we do it very well, and I think we do. At least we've been told many times that we do tourism pretty well, and yeah, so it works out that first of all, I have my family here. And some of you guys have saw some of the videos, and somebody asked me, well, couldn't you just do a vlog of them the whole time they was here? And actually we had other guests here.
Yes.
Matter of fact, Boyd and Emily, who you guys are going to meet shortly, were here at the same time. And so they can tell you about my family better than me, because I was
they saw them more than we did.
Yeah, we were actually, where were we? We were doing we had guests in town.
Well, we had guests in town, and they got here before we even got back.
Yeah.
So they spent a few days here before we even got back from Durban. So they did their own vlogging.
Yeah, and they shared a little bit. We got a chance to do some things that they wasn't used to, but we was able to do that as well. So that worked out great. Also, too, we're bringing more guests in town than ever, and I think a lot of it has to do with South Africa and how they have been presenting to the guests that we have brought before. South Africa in general, and then of course the people, and then of course third is how we do business here.
Yeah.
Because we are a luxury brand, and we want people to come in and have a nice stay. Basically, what they're really not used to, or what they would expect here in Africa, they're actually getting that here in South Africa. So that's good. Another thing is Phil Scott. I don't know if you guys remember him from the African Diaspora News Channel. He's on his way back. He gave us a call, say, hey, I need to come and bring the family this time. So I'm just so happy that people are trusting what we're doing. What you think?
I mean, it's good. I love repeat offenders. That's what I call them. The people that trust us enough to not only want to come back, but to bring their families back and to see other parts of the country. We got people thinking about their second trip and they haven't even came on their first trip yet. Yeah. They want to go to Durban, and Durban's a huge asset as far as South Africa is concerned, and something that we're going to be looking into more in the future.
Yeah, actually in the near future, because like I said, we've been going to Durban. Durban has a lot going on. We want to bring that to you properly. So we've been out there, doing our due diligence to make sure that when you get there. Now we've had many people there before, as some of you guys may have already known, who's been with us for a while. But like I said, now we're gonna ramp up those efforts. I'm only telling you, so just stay tuned. And then of course you can book those offerings on our website. And then we're going to be going to 2 other provinces in the next less than a month, Limpopo and Mpumalanga. Those are honestly two of my favorites. I'm still going back and forth because they both have the Kruger vibe involved. But Mpumalanga is just so beautiful.
It is very beautiful.
You'll just be riding and just stop to say, I'm stopping, and just take a look and maybe take a picture and stuff like that. But we've been there several times, but we're planning on beefing that up because we want our people to do more of South Africa than what we've been doing before. But what we've been doing is amazing, and I'm assuming that Boyd and Emily may put a little light on what we're talking about. Okay, now keep in mind, like I say, the way we got things set up is the fact that we are a luxury brand. There's no way about that. And so we want you in 4 and 5 star scenarios. We want to be able to make sure that your schedule is proper, meaning that nice vehicles are picking you up. There's a difference between a guide and there's a difference between somebody who's driving you around. Most guys know exactly what's going on, which I'm sure Boyd and Emily will mention, I'm sure.
Hope so.
And then a driver, somebody says, "Where you going?" I will take you where you need to go. But obviously, we have proper drivers that you don't have to have no words. You can just sit back in the car, chill, and just go to your location. So, that's part of the luxury experience, plus some of the 4 and 5 star offerings, and then of course the food.
Everyone loves the food. I haven't met anyone that didn't like the food.
Yeah. So that's what we got. Do we have any questions so far? I'm just kind of curious. I see somebody's in Pretoria. Kim, she says, "Greetings from Pretoria."
Hi, Kim. You're down the street too.
Oh yeah, and then of course we have from North Carolina.
What up?
Hey, that's good, Marion, because I'm from North Carolina.
Tar Heel.
Yeah, Tar Heels. I hope you're a Tar Heel. If you're a Duke fan, you got to come off. You got to come off. And then of course this person right here, the nomadic traveler.
All the way in Texas.
From Texas. So this is cool. So I'm glad people are absolutely joining the chat, and so they can see what's going on, because I think we have a really good guest and whatnot. Oh, this young lady right here, she's been to South Africa.
Hey, Kaya.
Yeah, she's been here.
Get back here.
Yeah, she knows what's going on. She knows what's going on. And then of course this person here is from Four Ways. Four Ways is an area in Johannesburg. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just one of many areas that you can hang out in while you're here. So cool. And of course, this is the last shout I'm gonna give to George here. I hope you see yourself on the screen and whatnot. So just before we bring on our guests, because we want you guys to be prepared for our guests, I'm just going to play one more little intro, get everybody in the room, and then we'll start chatting and let them do what they do. Okay, stand by. All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that little break. I'm sure you got your popcorn and you got all your drinks. So wait a minute. Now, if you're on the East Coast at 1 o'clock, you probably got your little ham sandwich or your Subway or your Chick-fil-A.
Don't be like that. Don't be like that.
Yeah, guys, we don't have Chick-fil-A over here. We just don't have it. That's okay. It's all right though. It is all right. All right. Without further ado, I hope they're ready because they're behind stage. Let me check.
I can see you guys.
Yeah, they're behind stage. They're ready to come out. So we're going to add them to the stream. So I want everybody just to say hello to
Emily and Boyd. They're like squishing in.
It's okay.
It's okay. Hey guys.
Hi.
Oh,
okay.
Hi. I love your shirt.
Thank you. I love it too.
Let me see all of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a Soweto, of course.
It's beautiful.
It's nice. I love it.
Where'd you buy a shirt like that at? I mean, did you get it in America?
No, not
Amazon.
You can get it on Amazon, right?
Probably not. It's probably come from China.
How you doing, boy? You okay?
You guys doing?
We're doing well.
We're well. I'm wondering about you because last time I saw you, you had some wine in your hand and you was enjoying yourself.
Man, I had a blast. I miss South Africa already. I'm ready to go back.
Okay, I think you guys been back, a couple of weeks now at the most?
About 2.5 weeks or so.
Okay, but who's counting, right?
Yeah, it was counting.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell the people, because people are curious. They always ask us, how is it over there? So I'm going to ask you, how is it over there?
Mm.
Mm.
Well, this is I can say this. This is the first vacation that we have ever been on where we weren't come back home. So we stayed for 11 nights, 12 days. And we didn't take the kids. So we missed the children. So that's really the only reason that we were like, okay, let's go. It's time. But we were like, day 11, we were like, yeah, we could do this for a few more days before we like get homesick. Like we did not want to come back. But
yeah, I know.
Kids, but
I was remember when we ran into you guys, and you guys were excited. You guys were hitting it hard. Yeah.
That's like, yeah. No kids. We went out pretty much every night that we could, like out and about, like seeing everything, meeting people. And I really like it because you guys allowed us enough time to explore downtime in between the scheduled activities, which I think were perfect.
Of course.
Yeah. It was perfect. Everything was perfect.
Yeah, because we want people to have a really good experience, and you guys are grown, I would assume.
Yeah, they got babies.
Yeah, you don't need to be handheld. You need to come to South Africa and be free. You know, and I hope you felt a little bit of freedom while you were here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right.
All right, Boyd, what you got? What you holding back on? Talk to the people.
It just felt like home. Like once you get there, you just the vibes, everything was so amazing. It's like wow. It's like you could just walk around all day, all night. You feel safe, and it's just really nice people. It's beautiful.
Yeah, the people are beautiful. When we left, because we had been in the hotel so long that we had made friends. Like every time we went in the hotel, everybody would greet us. And then on our last day for breakfast, we told them that we were leaving. They were like, no. Take pictures with everybody. It was just, and it felt genuine. It really did.
Yeah. Most South Africans are uber excited that Americans, especially African Americans, they know our plight somewhat, that we voluntarily come home, to Africa, and they just want to meet you. They just want to say hi. So yes, it's super genuine, very, very genuine. Okay.
Yeah. So genuine that we went to like a lounge bar at night. Yeah, room 130. It was great. And we met some people. WhatsApp, of course, we got their WhatsApp. And this is the other time he told me. He said, they called and checked on us to see if we made it back home safely. I was like, what? From the club? Yeah, they were like, I just want to make sure you guys traveled home safely. And I was like, wow. Who does this?
Yeah, I think that's the beauty of being here sometimes. That people check on us. I mean, we live here, so we have a lot of friends here, and everybody know that we're here, but they still are like, you're as we say, you're my person. You're my person. And that basically means they're going to check on you. They're going to make sure you're good, and so forth. And of course, we got our persons, the people that we hang out with here as well. So and it works out very well. You never really feel like you're by yourself, even if you are a person who comes by themselves.
Yeah,
we've had people come here by themselves, and then they're like, I got friends, I got things to do.
Right. We have a whole social calendar.
Seriously, they'd be like, I met a guy or a girl, and they invited me here, and they pick me up, or they organize the Uber, whatever the case may be, and they'll be like, oh, I was hanging out for days. I met this person, their mom, their dad. I'm like, dang, okay. But that's how hospitable people are here in South Africa. They're very genuine, very genuine.
Yeah.
We definitely felt it.
Yeah. Okay. So let me ask you this. You said you came downstairs and had breakfast, right? and I'm sure you guys are traveled people. You've traveled one other place besides South Africa. Normally, when you come down in those expensive hotels, what do they normally in the U.S. give you for breakfast? Is it similar to what you had here?
No. What do you usually get?
Everything was fresh there. The juice, everything. It was That was totally.
It was different. So I don't like kiwi. I did not like kiwi. I thought it was gritty. It's too many seeds. So I walked in. I got my plate. I was like, the fruit looks fresh. It looked good. I got my kiwi. It tasted like kiwi. I was like, oh, this is supposed to taste like. It's so good. I mean, I dare not try it here in America, but
fair enough.
You know, I'll save it for South Africa. But the breakfast is amazing. We had prepared omelets, egg Benedict. There was a veggie station, which I loved. There was fresh baked bread every morning. Come on.
Every morning.
Bread, yeah. So
it wasn't that continental breakfast that we.
What is that even called?
toast on a conveyor belt, no eggs or juice. Yeah. It was I mean, it was amazing. And I'm a breakfast person.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
My meal. I get up every morning. I have to have something for breakfast. He's not a breakfast person. So
did you? If you're not a breakfast person, Boyd, how did you find breakfast then?
Oh, I get up every morning. I went down for that breakfast. It was really good. I was there every morning, next to her.
Mm-hmm. Every morning. Yeah. So
that's excellent.
Still usually skip breakfast, but
yeah. Excellent.
Okay.
Excellent.
I brought that up because sometimes, like we got people that are interested in coming, and they're like, I don't know about the food. I don't know if I'm going to be able to eat the food. And yeah, exactly. So as they're saying it, I'm thinking in my mind, I said, boy, when they get here and start eating,
good luck.
Yeah, like that nice breakfast. That's just a normal breakfast that you have at the hotel, because we make sure that you guys are in very nice accommodations. So I'm assuming the accommodations worked out for you. Were they okay?
Love it.
It was we stayed in a lot of nice places, but
I'm sure.
I think that this was probably the best hotel experience that we had.
Yeah.
For me, at least. I mean, we had no problems. We didn't have to change a room. We didn't have to call for extra towels. We didn't have to do anything. It was just comfortable. It was clean. It felt like home. The view was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It was the mattress was nice.
There you go with that. I hear about that mattress more than anything at that hotel. It's like that. It's like I'm gonna hear your stories about the mattress, but I'm gonna tell you this short one. They said that when the bed gets you, it won't let you go. That it just kind of.
It's like you just go in there.
It just hugs you.
Yeah.
It was nice. I mean, and it was a nice size apartment. It was bigger than my apartment when I was a grown up.
Yeah.
Nice washer, dryer, like all accommodations. Yeah, beautiful.
Beautiful.
It was It was everything. So I don't know if that's 4-star or 5-star, but to me, top tier, 10 stars. That hotel experience was amazing.
Excellent.
Well, I will say there's levels to this thing here. There's levels. It continues to rise, but like I said, we want people to come and have a really good experience. For example, my family showed up. Well, part of my family.
Yeah.
And I think you guys had a chance to talk to them more than I did. I'm assuming.
Your siblings?
Yeah, my sisters and nephews and nieces.
Yeah, we spent some time with them too.
Okay. Hope they didn't say anything bad about me, but it's okay.
All good things.
Okay. I like that.
We'll find out later.
Okay. So let me ask you this. There's a lot of places in the world, but there's only one place where you can get that Soweto shirt that you're wearing, or Soweto, it depends on where you come from. But what made you want to come to South Africa?
So that's kind of a convoluted story, but very simple. 2020, prior to 2020, South Africa was not on my radar. 2020, I'm an ER doctor, so I'm in the ER. When 2020 hit, COVID hit, everything shut down. My anxiety went to 100, and I was like, I want to escape. I want to leave. I just want to leave. And he was like, I just got here. And he was like, well, we can't leave. We have kids. But he was like, if you want to go, you can go. But I'm keeping you. I can't just up and leave. So I think I started watching videos, and I found you guys, and I reached out in, I think it was September, August, October of 2020, something like that. And then planned a trip for 2021, put the deposit and everything. 2021 was the date of January, and then found out we was pregnant.
Boyd is doing his part. Boyd is doing his part.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We had to postpone it a little bit because no way was I coming to South Africa, and I can't drink wine. So so we postponed it. And then it just took some time to process a lot of things with a new child and childcare, and just having to figure out all the logistics to actually get away and enjoy ourselves. So we figured it out. And then you guys were welcoming. You were like, let's go again. Let's do it again. Because I think it was like several emails. And then
I was really ready this time. For real, I'm coming.
I'm coming. So since 2020, it's been on the radar. And it took a while to prepare ourselves to get to that point. But once we were there, we were ready. So yeah, for me. And I think I just bullied him into it.
Did you feel bullied, Boyd?
Yeah. Happy wife, happy marriage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you have a good time then? You were bullied to get here. I mean,
once I got here,
was it worth being bullied? Was it worth it being bullied?
Oh, she could bully me again. I'm ready to be. I'm ready.
We're great. We're great. Did you guys get a chance to go on a game drive?
Oh yeah. Yeah, the Johannesburg, the game drive.
Yeah. Let me preface it by the very dangerous game drive. That's what I hear when people call. They say, I'm a little afraid about going on the game drive. Can I be in a full cage and guys with guns standing around? So explain this thing for me, if you don't mind.
Yes.
You was having more fun than me.
I had a great time. The just being able to be so up close with the animals, the elephants, we saw a rhino. It was so close to our to our truck, which was a little bit scary because if he decided to, we wouldn't be here. If but no, it was that close. It was so. I felt a twinge of like excitement. I'm living on the edge, and then like, okay, that's enough, because it was very close, but it was so nice and it was so beautiful, so beautiful. Oh, and it's like it was a filter on, like the colors were more colorful in South Africa. Greens were beautiful, blue, and then we got back to America, and I was like, everything is brown. There's no life in the trees. It's just
everything's dead.
Filter.
Where's the life?
Yeah.
We're just here.
You get back. Normally, if you go to the island, to go somewhere, you get back, you say, "Oh, yes, I'm back in America." But when I get back, I was like, "Oh man."
Yeah.
I feel like it was so nice in South Africa. It was so clean. It was.
So who does the cooking at home?
We both do. Yeah.
So have you guys been finding that your food still makes you happy that side, or are you over your own cooking?
I feel like I don't even want to eat. We went out, I went out for my birthday the other day, and we had wings.
Happy belated.
Thank you. We had wings, and the wings were so big. I was like, I don't want it.
Yes.
I don't want it. No thanks. Yeah, it was I actually want to cook more because I want to recreate that South Africa experience where we have everything. So it's actually motivation to, buy more organic and just try harder to be healthier a little bit. Because I just felt I felt like I didn't have to worry about what was in the food. The water, and the water was good too. I drank the water. I didn't have a problem.
Yeah, the wine is the whole. Oh, you said the water.
Yeah.
No, the water's the water's
perfect.
fine.
Good. But the good part about it is, and that's why we do what we do, because I've had enough people on this, like say, like you guys were here, but I'm actually talking to them here. You know what I mean? And they'd be like, "Man, you guys could have just came here, didn't tell nobody, could have just chilled out, you know." And it's true, we could have, but that's obviously we're not that type of persons or people. So obviously we're business people, so we set things up as a business properly so people can come get a proper experience, kind of like what you guys got. But at the end of the day, we want you guys to do the same thing we did, come, enjoy, and then leave, and then try to live that South African lifestyle as much as you can, because now you have another experience that you could never get in New Orleans, or you
Wherever
could,
you're from.
or LA, or whatever. You only can get that from South Africa. So it sounds like you got the taste of it.
Yeah. We get back here and we was start calculating. It's like we're gonna take the kids, okay?
Yeah.
Are we gonna do first class? Or are we gonna do, oh, we
We're not
start
doing first
budgeting ourselves? I'm like, we just got back.
Yeah. So we hit the ground running. I'm like turning off lights in the house, trying to save money.
Get out that refrigerator.
Yeah.
Right. Close the door, turn that water off, turn the lights off. Yeah. So yeah, we are definitely trying to get back soon. It's like I feel something pulling me back there, like a calling me back.
That good
there.
vibes.
Yeah, it was
That good vibes.
it was so comfortable, and it felt like home, and it felt like family. And I feel like I need to get back. It just feels like I need to get back.
Come on back. They'll be happy to have you.
Yeah, we'll be happy to have you.
Yeah.
Yeah. We, like I said, what you're saying is, I'm sure you went home and like where you are now, and you spoke to people at home. How did they receive the information that you guys put out from your experience in South Africa?
Well, I was sending videos to my friends when I was in South Africa. I'm like, man, look at South Africa.
Yeah.
Wow. And everybody was like, wow, that's the nightlife. Like,
Mhm.
and you were seeing nothing yet.
Yeah. Well, he's a big nightlife kind of person. Like he comes alive after 10 p.m. So so for him, and when we went and we saw what was available, which I didn't really have an idea of the lounges, the clubs, the restaurants, the live music, all of those things. Like it's there, but once you get there, it's like, oh, this is what they on? Like, this is better than it is in the States. Like, security is there. Like, they escort you everywhere. He is such a people person. Like, we went in there, he talked to the owner. I don't know how he knew who was the owner. And the next thing you know, we get drinks and shots, and everybody's coming over. I'm like, we've been here for 10 minutes.
Hey,
it's just
work the room, Boyd. Work that room.
He is a party. He's a life of the party. Really,
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
yeah.
So you got some of that South African action. That's good, because we get people again that say, are we going to be able to have a good time at in the evening hours? Because obviously we don't have those things on our schedule, and we set you up in an area where you can get to these places fairly easy if that's what you want to do. Obviously, it sounds like that's what you guys did.
Oh yeah.
And you had a good time.
Yeah, well, he has to literally drag me out, but I didn't even mind going out because it was just so nice and comfortable. But even the area that the hotel was around, we would just walk around, eat, have a drink, listen to some live music, or even just go down to the bar at the hotel, 2 bars at the hotel.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and just hang out, meet people and talk. Yeah, it was just
amazing. It's set up for you to do exactly that, so that you don't have to stay cooped up in your room. There are people walking around that you can meet and talk to, and you can learn things from, and they will share experiences with you to make your overall experience better. So thank you for not staying in the room and getting out and actually enjoying the time that you had here in South Africa.
Yes.
Yeah, because believe it or not, we've had people that, they believe the hype about Africa, but they want to come. So they trust us, and they come, and we get them here. We pick them up from the airport, kind of like we did you guys, make sure everything was good to go. they get to the hotel and they're like, well, can I leave the hotel? Can I go outside? And I'm like, wait a minute, you've been here a whole day.
You ain't been outside.
but ultimately they get out and they're like, whoa, this is
Yeah. And I'm laughing at you guys because I always give people, and we do this on purpose, guys. So depending on what part of the earth you're coming from, we assume that you're gonna need time to acclimate. So I give people the whole first day to basically acclimate. These people right here.
Yeah, I think they took off
These
immediately.
people right here, they were up by noon the next day and was like, I'm like, hold on. Like, shouldn't you right now? They like, nah, we up. We ain't wasting no time.
Yeah, I think they were like, give me free.
Yeah. I'm like, you can go outside.
You don't have the kids with you. Though that time, you gotta maximize that time.
I mean, y'all burnt the candle at both ends for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. So it was excellent. I can't wait to bring the kids back.
Yeah, and they will, and whoever you bring in, if you bring the children, they're gonna have a great experience. Obviously, there's things that we can do to make their experience good. I don't know. I think they're pretty young, but still.
Only one of them's really young.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
We have a 22, an 11, an 8, and a 17-month.
But that's good. That's good. It sounds like Phil. We mentioned earlier Phil Scott's coming back. He's has the Africa Diaspora News Channel, and he has a group of people that age, and so we sorting them out. So I think they're coming next month sometime. So it's gonna be good. Okay. So everybody that, like your friends and family, when you got back, they were happy for you guys that you went, and they received you. They said, you good, and like, yeah, I'm okay.
Our first thing was like, you got to come back. We got to go. You got to come with us. So it was like, and then when they say, well, how was your trip? I didn't have the words. So a lot of it was just expressions. Like,
it's just like I was making faces.
Yeah.
Making faces. I didn't know what to say. It was amazing.
Yeah. I think what happens is that people when they get back, they have to, they're taking it all in while they're here. And then when they get back, then they start unpacking everything that they did. And then, you guys are, a couple, so you guys can talk about it amongst each other about what happened. And it just, the trip stays with you to the point to where you're like, let's go back,
Or you start having conversations that's like this. Remember when we was in South Africa? You just start saying that like every 5 minutes. Remember when we was in South Africa? Man, it didn't taste like this in South Africa. Do you remember this? I'm sure that's happened more often than not in the last 2.5 weeks.
When it's time to cook dinner, he was like, I want to order from Mr. George.
Mr. George got everything.
Yeah, huh? Mr. George is the
bomb. Jeez. Signatures was great. Everything was great. All the
Tell me about signature.
Yeah.
I had this. What did I have? The salmon. I had the salmon. You had the duck or something like that. It was.
I think I ordered everything on the menu.
It was very meat heavy. Like a lot of the meals were very like meat forward. So we were like kind of meated out by the end of the trip, and like the beef. And it tastes different.
Yeah.
To me.
What's different?
Okay.
No, it tastes different.
In a good way, right?
In an excellent way.
Yeah, it's like we get back there. It's like, we saw you guys yesterday. It's like, yep, we're back again.
Yeah.
It was funny. One of my family members, he was a vegan before he got here for years.
Yeah, like a lot of
years. And
years.
he started eating. He's like, holy, and he just kept eating. He was eating more meat and everything while he was here. And of course, he said when he leave, he said he can't eat meat because in the States it's a different
ball game.
Yeah, it's an adventure eating meat on that side.
But he ate chicken and fish as many times as he could, and he would sneak off to go get more, and then was like, I'm just gonna detox when I get home. But this chicken tastes so good. He left with a to-go box of chicken on his way to the plane.
I don't blame him. I went into the grocery stores and just kind of looked and priced things, and like things are so. I mean, everything that we have here is there, if not more, and it looks better. Like the quality of meat looks better. The aisles in the stores, I had to,
Mhm.
that's one of the kind of the things that my friends are kind of amazed about when I show them the video. When you walk down the aisle, like all of the labels are facing front. All of the everything is, if you touch something and not in a bad way, they'll come back and they'll just straighten it up. Like, I mean, they have workers, they have people that work there and are there actually working. Nobody's on their phones. Nobody,
Yeah.
like everybody's attentive. I went to the pharmacy section and had a full-on 10-minute conversation about magnesium with just someone that works there. And I'm like, how do you know all of these things?
Doctor.
Pretty good. It was impressive. Very impressive.
So I would say you had a pretty good first impression of South Africa.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. That's good. That's good to hear. I'm sure, a lot of people, because we do have a lot of people coming, and it's wonderful. And I'm hoping that they should have I'm sure if you can speak to them direct, you would say, look, get there as soon as possible and and just have a good time. Just let your hair down, relax, and just have a good time. And don't be so concerned about the small stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's what you would say and whatnot.
The drivers
So
too were amazing.
the drivers.
Yeah. He made a best friend. Grantham and Herbie and Freedom.
Oh yeah, everybody
Yeah.
loves Freedom.
Yeah.
Freedom. Yeah, I mean, from A to Z, everything was perfect.
So you had a proper vacation. That's what I always say. A proper.
It's gonna be hard to
Okay.
this one.
Okay.
Excellent.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
We got something up our sleeves for you. We got something up our sleeves.
Hey, we're down, because if that is the standard of your product, then this is the perfect way to introduce a country to something.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was just so easy. And I was like, is it South Africa or is it the real South Africa making everything so easy? It was probably both, but it was, it was.
We do our best.
Very high standard of luxury product.
Yeah. We don't want people, people can come here and they do, and I'm just going to say it. And the funny part about it, they come and they're trying to figure it out. They're just like, I got a hotel room. I'm just going to figure it out. And
Uber everywhere.
Yeah. And at some point, some people may, I don't know, but we get a call. Hey, I'm staying at some undisclosed hotel or some Airbnb somewhere. Hey, can you help us with this? We only got a few days left. We were trying to have this experience. And as you saw, that we're a little busy, with helping people. Because I think when you guys were in country, we had people in Durban. I think we had more people in Joburg. We had a lot of people around, but we had to orchestrate these things. So it's kind of hard for us to, take our resources for people. I wouldn't want to take them from you guys, like the Granthams and the Herbies, exactly.
Yeah.
To somebody who didn't
come through the proper channels to get it done right. So we do give our attention to those that understand that we've invested a lot of time in making sure that our product is proper. So because we do that and we spend time with people like you, whether we get to do it on camera like this or even in person, it means something to us because we know we've done the work and you actually got to see the benefit of that work.
Yeah. Yeah, it was perfect.
Back by popular demand, you requested it, and here it is. Here are the dates, and all the information you're going to need is on the website. Go ahead and book now. It will be filling up fast because a lot of people want to come to South Africa and look at the real estate.
Hey Mark, thanks so much for allowing me to be a part of this video, but I do want to ask you a question.
Sure, go ahead.
What do you love about what we do?
Well, I just like the fact that we show a lot of professionalism, and I like being a professional. And the biggest thing is I like sharing what we find and what we do with everyone.
I think that what you said is awesome, but what I love about what we do is that we actually take the time to build actual relationships. If you remember, we've talked about this 1,000 times before,
Yeah.
and what makes South Africa so special and what we're able to do is that we actually take the time to build relationships. We don't just go meet someone and, have a short conversation and think that they're going to work with us. We actually take time and invest our time and our abilities and making connections that are going to be lifelong that we can share with other individuals.
Absolutely. And so that's why this real estate tour, I think, was so successful the first time. And of course, the second time around will be just as successful, if not more successful than the first one. Now, the people that came, I mean, they voiced to us many times, wow, this tour was amazing. It was great to be able to have access to the properties, being able to know how it works, and then of course having the professionals on hand to answer questions. And then of course after the tour was over, they still can contact them because they're constantly interested. And then of course several people bought homes.
I think the enthusiasm, not just of the people that came, they were enthusiastic before they got here because
Exactly.
they understood that what we were doing was something that was revolutionary, that had never really been done before at this level, and that it did take a lot of work for us to be able to put this together.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like we put it together by the seat of our pants. We actually took time to build these relationships, as I said earlier, to make sure that everyone in that room got exactly what they deserved and what they paid for. We talk about the construction people, the builders, the developers. To have all those people in one room at the same time was amazing. And we love the fact that we have the support of Joburg Tourism, understanding that investments are a part of what tourism brings to South Africa.
Yeah, just doing it from a professional environment really, really, really helped. And then of course those that were local people here in Johannesburg signed up to work with us so we can bring people this exclusive opportunity to come to South Africa, walk inside these locations in these homes and get the offerings that South Africa has. And so we were really proud that everybody that came trusted us. I think they all went back home super excited, super happy, and for the prospects of purchasing a home here in South Africa. If you did, and if they didn't purchase it now, they're going to purchase it in the future, and they have all the contacts to do so.
I think that because they have the contacts to do so, the contacts are also enthusiastic about hearing from them as well.
All right, it's always good for us to be able to come together and have the opportunity at this location. Right here, they're at Serengeti, one of the estates here in South Africa, and this is the reception that they received at Serengeti. Very good situation. That brother right there is in the belly brother, and of course we got our guests who are here with us in South Africa.
I love the fact that they took the time to not only partner with us in this, but believe in us and put together something at Serengeti that was all encompassing of what Serengeti actually was able to offer, because they were so steadfast in what they put together and believed in what we were trying to do as far as investing in South Africa. What they actually did was put everybody in situations where they have the ability to make lifelong friends, meaning that they grouped everybody together.
Yeah, they did become friends.
And those people literally stuck together based on their configuration. But the way Serengeti did that, allowing everybody to get the same experience, was what kind of made it a situation where everybody was able to bond even more.
Because I think at this point, everybody's lifelong friends. They've been chatting back and forth in the private chats and whatnot. So it was great to see a bunch of African Americans having the opportunity to do something like this here in Africa. I'm going to say is probably something that doesn't happen a lot, but it needs to happen more. And that's why we are doing another real estate tour, because I think the African American community will be embraced like this company, like this whole group was. You will be embraced as well. And then of course they got an opportunity to do plenty more things here in South Africa outside of the real estate tour. So it really worked out well for them. Everybody's happy. And right now we have a couple people that I want you guys to meet. They're going to tell you a little bit about their experience here in South Africa with the real South Africa. So stay with us.
Hello, my name is Toya. I'm from Los Angeles, California. We came today with the Blantons to take a look at this beautiful home here in Serengeti. I would say this home is a great use of space. The natural light is absolutely fabulous. I love the courtyard style in the yard area. There are several bedrooms and a theater room. It is absolutely gorgeous. It definitely made me think about investing in this property.
Hi, my name is Spencer Willington. I'm from Goodyear, Arizona, and I'm here on the Real South Africa tour. It is an amazing tour. I'm having a great time. I wish it was longer. It's only, I think it's 8 or 9 days. But if you get an opportunity to maybe not come out to a real estate tour, but come to South Africa under the Real South Africa. Again, Spencer Willington by way of Goodyear, Arizona. Thanks.
Now that you guys have an idea of what we do and how we do our real estate tours, we are so professional. No one does it like we do. And those were just clips from people who came on the first one. So sign up for the second one now. All right, guys, take a look at our preview to our documentary. It's amazing. So check it out. And then once you've seen the preview, which is coming up next, you can go to our website and view it. Thank you. The Real South Africa is a travel and tourism company. Our overarching focus is to bring to the African diaspora what South Africa has to offer in the realms of tourism and the option to see what's available here in South Africa. And then, of course, if you're looking at trying to relocate to South Africa, then we can assist you in those areas as well.
My husband, named the company, and it made sense simply because of what we're shown in the media when it comes to South Africa. We're never shown, how beautiful the people are, how beautiful the architecture, the fashion, the food. So for us, when we got to experience how people actually have real lifestyles and they love their families and they socialize, like that was more real to us than anything that we had ever been shown, as far as the media is concerned on that side.
What we were taught about South Africa, as a child, we always thought Tarzan, which was ridiculous. We thought, that it was just it was like jungles and stuff to that effect.
The only thing that you hear about South Africa is robberies, hijackings. In fact, I was told that if you get here, if you have a bag in the car, they're going to break your window and take it.
South Africa is presented in a way that it's only shown for you coming here to serve others.
We see some of the films where the kids have flies on their eyes and they need our help, and they're not a developed country, and there's so many negative, it's dangerous. But when you get here, it contradicts everything that you have been told.
All right, everyone, the Real South Africa, we got packages to Cape Town, Johannesburg, Durban, and other places. We would love for you guys to come and enjoy what South Africa has to offer. And of course, as your travel and tourism experts here in South Africa, we can make it all come true. Now, we all know you guys have dreams and aspirations of coming to Africa. A lot of us do, and of course we did too, and that's why we're based here in Johannesburg, the city of gold. A very awesome place, and you're going to enjoy it once you get here as well. What do you get when you get here? Well, first of all, when you land here in South Africa, we take care of everything. We make sure your accommodations are good. We make sure your airport pickups are perfect. There'll be somebody standing there with a sign. We also make sure that the places that you're going to visit are carefully curated for you, of course. And then you got to eat. So what do? We put you in a perfect scenario regardless of what city you're in, so you can actually have a great meal with friends and family, or even if you come by yourself, no problem, we're going to take care of that too. But isn't this amazing? So this is what we can do for you. So basically all you have to do is just reach out to us on our website, therealsouthafrica.com. And of course, once you get here, we got you. Now, of course, South Africa offers spa treatments. They're absolutely amazing. And a lot of people just love it simply because they never thought they can get a spa treatment in Africa. And then, of course, we always provide you guys with opportunities to see special animals out in their own environment and so forth. The only thing that you have to do at that point, after you've been afraid from the animals, is to get on a plane, come here to South Africa, and enjoy yourself. So we will see you here in what we like to call sunny South Africa. Oh, and by the way, you'll get an opportunity to shop as well. So book your trip today.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today. If you like what you saw, please subscribe and don't forget to hit the notifications button so you don't miss out on all things The Real South Africa. Thanks again.